Hi, I'm glad to see you here. I'm Natalia and welcome on Fearlessly Colorful channel. And in today's video, I will be talking about Alien Worlds by Kerby Rosanes and my approach to this book, because for quite some time I was not even sure if I will be really coloring in this book. This book was purchased for Space Timber, in which I really wanted to take part. And then I had no idea how to approach it, but I finally figured this out and just wanted to share with all of you how I'm going to do it. And I'm really determined to finish this book at some point. I'm aware that it will be a long and slow process, but nevertheless, I'm keen on the journey. So let me just tell you how I plan on doing it. So, in this book, I actually have already a couple of pages colored, and just before I hit record, I noticed that this page actually has some of the medium from backgrounds transferred onto it, but thankfully it's very easy to erase, so I will do it after recording. So, apologize for the mess. I just wanted to have recording out of the way while I'm at home on my own and nothing can interrupt me, and no one, most importantly. So yeah, try to ignore that. It will be fixed, I promise. But anyway, this was the first page I created, I colored in this book, and as I said before, it was for Space Timber, in which I really wanted to take part and because I love space. I'm interested in it. I just watch a lot of videos and documentaries about it. I read about it. I even have a book which is on astrophysics and philosophy, because philosophy is another my interest. But yeah, so I really wanted to take part in Space Timber hashtag, and this is the page I've done. And after completing this page, I actually was not sure if I will continue coloring in this book, because it's quite unique. It's quite unique, and I didn't know how to approach it. And I completed this page for Space Timber, but it wasn't my first pick. Actually, I started coloring this page here, and I only intended to do one of the sides, because at the very beginning I didn't realize this is double spread, but then I realized that, and I was like, oh my god, do I want to commit myself to the whole double spread? So I abandoned this page for the time being, but obviously it will be finished at some point, since I'm planning on finishing one day this whole book, and I have my colors written down here. But yeah, I abandoned this page because I lost inspiration for it and thought actually this one will be much easier and maybe more effective looking for the Space Timber. So I went with that and put this book away for a few weeks. And actually, the reason why I put this book away was because I had no idea what to do with it next. But I have everything figured out now, and that's why I'm just sharing with you my thought process. Because maybe if someone struggled like me with this book, or still struggles, maybe my experience or my idea how to do it will help anyone. Obviously, that might be not, I might not discover America with what I'm going to say about it, but nevertheless, I just wanted to share with you how I'm going to do it. And for this reason, I am going to show you this page that I finished a week ago or so. And actually, thanks to this page, I eventually decided how I want to tackle this book. So I didn't have plan from the beginning. I only knew that I would like to color something in red because I like to switch between my colors. If I color something in green, I like to go with more blue color palette and so on. And red is actually my least used color. I don't use red very often, so I thought I would like to color something in red. But I didn't know what, and I was flipping or flicking through this book, and I thought, oh, actually, this page doesn't look that scary. I might try this one, and since it's alien worlds, I can use any color I wish. And that's what I did. I really wanted to color this creature in red. Then I decided to go with a little bit of yellow color palette, which I continued on some of the plants, on mushrooms specifically. I have some red with yellow on these little creatures. So this way I used colors from this big creature, solar powered giant, as Kerby named this creature, and on other elements on the page. And then I wanted to keep this page also kind of high contrast, so I thought I would like to do some unusual color for the ground and for rock formations. So I decided to go with turquoise color. I left traditional greens for some of the plants and for trees. So this is the only kind of usual thing about this world, because even sky, I decided to do completely different color, more brownish golden yellow type of color, because it was also tying nicely with all the rest of the colors I had on this page so far, especially those yellows here and on the bottom of the page. And this way I came up with the whole color palette for the whole world. Well, for some reason phone decided to stop recording exactly after 8 minutes of the recording, so I have to repeat some of the things I already said, but nevertheless I started talking about this page, and hopefully my phone won't be playing up again. I changed resolution to a little bit lower one, still good one, but lower one, so maybe that was the problem. But anyway, just checked if my microphone is on as well, and everything seems to be fine. So let me tell you about other pages, because since I figured out basic color palette for this world, meaning the ground, some of the plants, most importantly sky, that will be transferred to other pages. So it's very probable that here in those gaps in between plants or trees, I will be using the same golden yellow type of color for the background here to imitate sky. And obviously I will transfer a color of the ground in here as well. But since other pages have different creatures and different plants, I will still be able to use different colors. So I'm really happy about that, because it would be a little bit boring if I would only have to stick to colors I chose for this page. So we still have quite a lot of opportunity to be creative, because there are two more really lovely pages here which I cannot wait to color. These are last two. And obviously I will be continuing with color palette, although those both pictures here are quite different, so I might end up using completely different colors. Maybe I will keep yellow for the background if we have a little bit of sky here, but it's not actually given that I will do the same for this page. Maybe I will go with something completely else, but what I'm 100% sure about, I will be definitely keeping up with color palette on this page, because this is a double spread that presents this world as a whole world, basically. And I already started transferring the greens of certain trees and plants. Same with rock formations and the ground. So this is a whip I'm working on now and again, very slowly. I also did this creature. It's done with first layer of water-based markers, then I will be doing shading and coloring with coloring pencils, and at the very end I will go over it again with water-based markers, because that's how I actually achieved this very saturated and very lively colors on this page. Before I will actually finish this page completely, I will have to decide what I'm going to do with this asteroid belt and possibly a moon, because first of all, I will want it to be cohesive and look nice on this page. So I will have to decide about these two elements first before I will start on first page for the Lost Paradise. And what I will do in here will determine how this page will look like, because obviously this is the planet we're on. This is the planet here that we have view on this asteroid belt and the moon. So since I'm really planning on a quite extended level of cohesion for each alien world, I will have to keep in mind those two elements, obviously, when I will be creating this double spread here. Although I'm not sure when it's going to happen, because it's as intimidating as this one here. But my aim is not to start any new world until I will complete the first one. So as I said, it probably will be a slow process, a long process, but I'm determined to do it in my intended way. So yeah, let's hope for the best. Let's hope that it won't be as daunting as I'm imagining it. And of course, when it comes to plans for this book, I intend to color absolutely everything here, including this panel where we have a view from our ship. We have something to color here, and I actually like that we have black background here, so I will only be able to do planets and asteroids and whatnot over here. So at least on these two pages I don't have to worry about the background. And of course, at some point I will be doing those pages that contain content and a list of each alien world that we're traveling through. So yeah, this is the plan for this book. and I'm not 100% sure how this series, let's say, will look like, because it won't be for sure a proper color alone, but maybe sometimes I will be showing you here and there my coloring, how I color, or how I'm tackling bits of certain page. So we will see. But yeah, I wanted to create this first video because it will be the whole playlist on my channel for this book, which I also intend to do for other books. And I thought this first introductory video will be good if you would want to watch the whole playlist, just to have a sense how I'm going to do it. Well, and it looks like it is a problem with 8 minutes of recording time for higher resolution, because it's still recording after 8 minutes now when I lowered the resolution. So now, since I have this figured, I hope it will still be pleasant enough to watch. And in the same time, we are at the end of this video, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope maybe my approach will help you if you struggle with this book. And yeah, every now and again I will be coming back to you with bits and bobs, with the updates of what I am doing with this book. So have a nice rest of the day, and I will see you in the future videos. Take care!